Somebody said to me just before we started taping this, you know, these two guys now, these age-old adversaries, they're like the Sunshine Boys. They interact with each other.
Sunshine Boys, oh, God.
Like grumpy old man be more like.
Grumpy old man. See, now, I don't think of myself as being old. I don't, you know, I'm not going for the Sunshine Boys and old. I'm still a contemporary.
Of his.
I'm going to leave that alone. How about that?
Okay, all right, okay.
No question, you each would have been championship players on your own. But what would you have been without each other?
Let me answer first as I'm the youngest. You understand? I think that you always need the best to bring the best out in you. So I was always fortunate to have to know that I was going to play against the Celtics and William, Felt, and Russell. The other teams in the NBA always knew that if we were going to win and be winners, we had to go into the Boston Gardens and come out some kind of way, winning. And so you got inspired, and you always got up to do that. And how they maintained for so long, I'm not sure, but we had to continually try to drive ourselves to be just out there with them without being embarrassed.
What would you have been without him?
We would have still won about 11 or 12 championships, but it wouldn't have been nearly as much fun.
Because, fun, that was fun.
Yes,
okay.
because the winning is only important, at least it was to me, if you beat the best. It's not, you're not just, if you go out and beat guys that aren't any good, that's no big deal. But my friend Wilt, Norman Chamberlain, was far and away the best player I've ever played against, for a number of reasons. First of all, physically, he was still the most imposing physical player that's ever played in this league, period. There's no one that's come close to him in terms of just physical prowess. On top of that, he's a great athlete. And the last thing that created a problem was he was smart.
Here's a little bit of a misconception. Russell's teams won the championships.
Right.
Russell played very well against Chamberlain, but a lot of people think, hey, Wilt was scoring 50 against everybody else, and he wasn't doing diddly against Russ. But there were games the Celtics might have won where you got 45 points, 28, 30 boards. I think you had your
62 one night, I remember very clearly.
62 off you?
Yeah. I won't ever forget that.
And what about 55 rebounds one time?
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay.
I don't remember. I don't forget those things.
Yeah.
I always look back and the further I look back, the better I was. Of course. And
I like that.
and I didn't want him to score a lot of points. No.
So when he got to 62, it burned you personally.
Yeah, because I think we lost that game. If he got 62 and we won, it wouldn't mean anything. But when he got to 6-2, I think they won the game. That bothered me.
You take the best of your Celtic teams. Now, you got 11 champions to pick, and 8 in a row, as I remember in one stretch. The best of your Celtic teams against the best teams of the last 5-6 years. And let me know what you think the outcome would be.
We would have still won 11 championships. I haven't seen a team in the last 10 years or 15 years that could beat us.
The best of your Celtic teams.
Mm-hmm.
When you were rivals, how close were you as friends? There are stories of you guys having Thanksgiving dinner at one another's homes, playing with model trains. Were you friends?
Yes.
Very much.
See, I was a couple years ahead of him. When I was a senior, he was a freshman. And in those days, the NBA was really an extended family.
I mean, he'd come past my house on Thanksgiving because we played Philly, Boston all the time, sleep in my bed, eat the food, sleep in my bed, and go out there and whip my butt. You understand? And my mother would say, no, Will, we shouldn't feed Bill so well the next time. Whatever. But yeah, well, get it right now. We're going to do something about that. You understand? So, I mean, but that's the way it was.